Hi everyone, and welcome to your 20-minute flow. This is going to be a nice stretchy yoga practice. Minnie says hello to all of you. It's going to be a great way to kind of get a good stretch in, maybe just wake up the body, maybe stretch out the body. I just did a workout, so it's going to be a great stretch for me. So I invite you to seated. Let's close our eyes together. Good. You're going to sit up nice and tall with your shoulders relaxed. And remember, if you have trouble sitting up straight, you can always sit on a yoga block. But if you don't own one, you can sit on a blanket or a pillow. They make all kinds of yoga blankets, bolsters, blocks, meditation cushions to keep you comfortable seated. But in this case, if you need to, you're welcome to use whatever's in your home. I'm just sitting down on the earth, pressing down into my tailbone as my chest lifts forward, starting to create some length in my spine. And I invite you to take a few deep breaths here with me, in and out, peacefully, either gazing downward toward your lap, or if you're okay with it, please close your eyes peacefully. Sitting up nice and tall, spine is super long, breath is quiet. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here seated. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out for 1. Good. In through the nose. Exhale out for 2. And then 1 more time. Inhale in through the nose. Big breath in. Fill up. Good. Exhale out for 3. Let your eyes gently blink open if you're not already there. Nice. Transition yourself to tabletop, which is hands and knees. And I invite you with your hips, we're going to extend our arms and we're going to start drawing these really nice circles. Stop, man. Good. Drawing them around in a circle here, massaging the hips. She was very interested in mommy today. Sorry, girl. And then go the other way. I know I'm mean mommy. 1 more big circle. Good. Land in child's pose. So big toes touch, forehead hits the earth. Stretch out through the low back. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, slowly and carefully breathe out. Again, inhale, breathe in, and then exhale, slowly and carefully breathe out. Gently move forward to tabletop. Really cat the spine here, and then stay in cat pose for me. And you're just going to shift a little forward and a little bit back. Good. Little forward, little back. And then we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to move to down dog. 1, 2, 3. Hips high. Gaze back at your toes. Good. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Elongate through the spine. You're here for 3. Soften your knees as you push back for 2. Good. And then walk your feet all the way forward to your hands. Take your time. Halfway lift into a flat back, nice long spine. If this is your first time, bend your knees. Good. Exhale, fold forward together. Let your head drop down. Feel the draping sensation of your torso beyond your thighs. And depending on the level of your yoga practice or your hamstring flexibility, that will determine how deep you fold. So just listen to your body here. We're going to take 3 more breaths. Good. Use this as a moment to check in with your body. How does the back of the body feel, which is the posterior chain? Good. Feel the energy within the body. Now with soft knees, we're going to bone by bone rise to stand. You're going to sweep both arms all the way up high to the sky. Really elongate your reach. Good. Really stretch, stretch, stretch with me. And then exhale, release your arms by your side. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up again. Exhale, shoulder stretch, big circle with the hands. We work to interlace the fingers. If you're tight in your shoulders, you may only be able to get a little bit of your fingers together. Otherwise, fully interlace. Glide the knuckles down your glutes. Open up the heart. Good. And then hinge forward with me. Bow down. Lift the tailbone, lower the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders here, away from the body. Stretch out your hamstrings more. And then exhale, slowly look left and right. Just kind of notice as the knuckles move with you, how do you feel? For me, getting in this position, it feels really comfortable. Again, if you're tight, your hands may be closer to your low back. You might even be holding your low back. Let's bring the hands all together to the low back and then down to the mat for your half lift. First vinyasa, step to plank, knee down plank if you need it. We chaturanga together. Up dog cobra, pause. This is your back bend. Up dog, thighs are elevated. Exhale, let's move to down dog. Raise your right leg high in down dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. If you need your blocks, grab them here, use them, walk to the back of the mat, or use your fingertips. Your hip is still open. Left hand rises, grab hold of your foot that's in the air, kick your foot into your hand, open your knee more. And again, obviously, this is for those of us that have been in this pose before. If you haven't, don't force this. Just do what you can. You're here for 3. Good. I'm kicking my foot into my hand, which is elevating my knee to lift more. 2. Good. Both hands are on the mat. Lift your right leg high. Walk your hands or your block hands forward. Step your right foot forward once you get there. Good. Drop your back knee. Take both arms to the sky, knee down, low lunge. Exhale, circle your hands behind your back, interlace for a second time, or maybe just hold your low back. Pull your knuckles down your glutes, back bend, 3. So I'm working my knuckles actually past my glute and into my hamstring, 2. Good. Exhale wherever your hands are. Bring them back down to the mat, please. Lift your back knee. Pyramid, step up halfway. Put your right thumb in the crease of your right hip. Pull that baby backwards. And now walk both hands to the right. Take a rotational movement that moves your hips slightly further to the left, 3. Good. Let your chest fall forward over your right leg. See if you can feel the body in this forward fold, but yet diagonal movement for 2. Good. Come back to neutral on your inhale. Exhale, take your time. Left foot steps up to meet right foot. Let's take our half lift again. Again, booty goes out, heart goes forward, and if you have the room, you can let your fingertips stay on your mat. Fold forward gently. Good. Rise to stand. Arms up, eyes up, look up. Get long. Exhale, hands by your side this time. Turn the palms forward. Let the heart reach forward. So stand really tall. This is your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep up. This is called Urdhva Hastasana, standing back bend. Exhale, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. High plank again, knee down plank if you need it. Push up, which is chaturanga. Pausing in the push up to back bend. Good, let's lift the hips back, down dog. Left side, please. Inhale, raise left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Push your right heel down by lifting your left knee higher. Stretch out your right hamstring. Good. Now walk your hands backwards using your hands or your blocks. And the reason that you might use blocks is if you're really tight. Stay here, or if you have the mobility and balance, right hand is going to rise. I'm going to grab my left foot in the air. I'm going to raise my left knee so it lifts higher and then deepen my stretch. 3. Let your head hang heavy here. 2. Lift your knee more. Good. Exhale, right hand down. Raise left leg up if it's not already. Walk your hands or your blocks all the way forward. Good. Step forward with your left foot. Drop your right knee down to your yoga mat. Sweep your arms up high. Nice. Exhale, circle the hands. Hold the low back or interlace your fingers. Totally up to you. And then inhale, open it up. So my knuckles are down my glutes. They're down my hamstring. They're working towards my back knee. If that's not available to you, no worries. Good. One more full breath in. Lift the heart. Beautiful. Exhale, frame your foot. Pick up your right knee. Perfect. Step up halfway. Left thumb, crease of left hip, pull that baby backwards. The reason we pull it back is so that our hips move behind us, not to the left of us. Now lower your hands. Now your hips are going to slightly move right as you walk your hands left. Good. 3. Let your head hang heavy. Feel this nice deep stretch here. 2. Good. One more full inhale and a full exhale. And then gently return to center. Right foot steps up to meet left foot. Inhale, we lengthen together halfway. Grab your calf muscles this time, please. Deeply fold forward. Release your head, neck, chest, and shoulders. Feel the crown of the head hang. Good. Try to pull your upper body slightly closer to your lower body. And then bring your hands to your hips to stand all the way up to the top. Push through your feet. Good. Sweep your arms up to rise. Exhale, dive down, fold forward. Take a nice flat back here as you gaze forward. Exhale, left foot's going to step back. Inhale, one big breath in, high lunge, palms touch. Maybe even interlace your fingers so your index fingers are reaching up high. Good. Exhale to frame your foot. Return to your 3-legged down dog, and we're getting there from the front of our mat. So the right foot is going to lift up first. Bend your knee and open your hip. This time stay here and just stretch out the thigh. Maybe draw a big hip circle. Maybe 1 in each direction, maybe 2. If you're not sure what to do, you can just keep the hip open. You can always drop and see. Good. Raise your right leg up high, close the hip. Exhale, step through. Left hand stays down. Right arm opens up for me. Good. Now we're going to drop our back heel like a side plank, and we're all going to turn our right toes, and then you're going to lower your bottom left thigh so that you have the outside of your left leg all the way on the mat. Now this left arm needs to go forward, and I'm going to lower it to my left forearm. Right hand on inside of right leg. I'm going to gently push this leg away from me. So what I'm doing here is I'm feeling this stretch in the outside of my right glute, and hopefully you are as well. Good. Both feet are flexed. That keeps them more active. Nice. Last breath in here. Really kind of push the hip away. Good. Turning forward, we're going to let this right knee rotate open to the right. Your left leg is going to be back behind you. Half frog pose as this right knee turns open. Lift your chest forward. Good. Exhale, lay down onto one ear. Bend your back knee if you want. You can give it a little rock, just adding some mobility to the stretch. Good. Bring yourself back up to your forearms. Slide the right leg back. Now both knees are bent and we rock side to side, loosening up some tension. Good. Release your legs long. Press to tabletop, hands and knees. Keep the right knee here. Extend the left leg forward. Boom. Have a seat into your left butt. Pull your right calf muscle away from your right leg. Now, the top of your right foot is laying down, your right knee is in line with your left knee, and your right foot is back behind you. Inhale, fingertips down to sit up straight. Exhale, we fold forward over left leg. Good. 3. If this is not available for your knee, you can turn your knee out more, so then your knees are not touching, but just be careful. You can also bring the inside of the foot, bottom of the foot to the inside of the opposite leg and sit in a tree-like pose instead. Good. Slowly rise. Now, if you're with me and you're comfortable, I'm going to scoot forward on my mat just so I have some room. You're going to stay here, keep stretching, or if it feels good, start to lay backwards. Option to breast to forearms or to continue. And this is going to pull through the top of the right thigh into the hip flexor, top of your knee. This is advanced in terms of flexibility, so if you can't get here, don't worry about it. I'm feeling the deep stretch in my ankle and the top of my shin, but it feels good. I'm feeling the pull through my hip flexor here. I'm feeling the pull through my quad. Again, feels good, feels like a deep stretch. Doesn't feel like I'm doing anything wrong within my body. And that's the part of yoga that if you're newer, I want you to think about, especially if you do practice a lot, you still want to check in on those things, as sometimes the body does tend to change, and certain poses we liked 10 years ago, guess what? We don't love them as much now, unfortunately. If you're back with me, use your elbows to rise, use your palms to come up. Good. Slide your right leg forward. Grab both your knees. We're going to rock up and down. 3. Good. 2. One more big rock to the top. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Now, if it took you a little longer to stand up, no biggie. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, gently fold. Good. Stand tall and rise. Inhale. We're just here for a second as we fold forward to exhale. Good. Halfway lift. Right foot's going to step back. Come up into your lunge. Inhale, rise. Palms can touch, or take your mudra, interlace fingers, index fingers up high, lean it back. Good. Hands come down, frame your foot. We return to our 3-legged dog. Left leg ready. Reach it up. Bend your knee, open up your hip. We stay here. Option to draw your circles. I'm doing 1 big circle left and 1 big circle right, and then just holding some stillness. Good. 3, 2, and then re-extend your leg up on 1. Perfect. Close the hip. Exhale, step through. Right hand stays planted, so look at your hand. It's right below your shoulder. Raise your left arm up high. Good. Hold here for 3. We're moving into that side lying stretch in 2. Exhale, drop your back heel, turn your left toes. Ready? Sink your right hip all the way down. Now, use your left hand to help out. Right forearm drops. Left hand presses into left hip, just like you're trying to really, really stretch out the outside of this left butt. Good. From here, we move into half frog, but hold it here. Nice deep stretch. And then exhale as we turn forward. You're going to turn your left knee out, extend your right leg back. Half frog pose on the left, meaning your left knee is turned out 90 degrees, just like before. Right knee can bend. Maybe you add a little mobility. You can also drop down to the forehead. Good. Let your right leg go. Slide your left leg back. Bring your forearms forward. This time, hold your Sphinx for me. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale to your hands and your knees. Push back. Perfect. Sit to your left. Extend your right leg out. Sit into your right butt. Pull your left calf muscle away from your left leg. Pull your knees closer together. Sit up nice and straight. Exhale, forward fold. Good. 3 slow, long, deep breaths before we lay down onto our back. And again, the laying on the back is totally optional. So is having the knee turned in this direction. You may prefer something different. Good. Let your body gently rise. Option, stay here. Just kind of work the stretch. Again, I'm going to scooch forward for space. Option 2, I invite you to lift your hips a little bit, let them come back down, and then start to move with me onto your back. And this side is not as tight. It doesn't feel as cranky as the other side. I would say the other side was definitely letting me know that it was uncomfortable and sore from a different activity, not from the stretch. But the stretch was enlightening me on the differences side to side. Good. Hold here. 2 more deep breaths, feeling the pull in the top of your left quad. Big breath in, big breath out. And then if you're back with me, let's use our forearms, press down, come all the way up. Both legs are going to go forward. Last seated pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Sit up nice and slow with me. We scooch our bums forward. We lay all the way down on our back for one final pose, a happy baby. Let's go legs straight first, just to give them that deep stretch. Reaching for the outsides of our feet as we rock it out. So obviously in 20 minutes, you're not going to get the full sequencing of standing balances, of belly down back bends, of deep hip stretches, but you're going to get just enough to hopefully feel in a better place, maybe physically, but also hopefully inside. You feel a little softer, a little bit calmer. Good. Maybe bring your feet together, pull your face up towards your feet. Get a deep stretch here. And then we'll take 3 breaths as our feet hit the mat. Bring your knees to touch. Widen the feet. Knock knee pose, known as A-frame, hands to low belly. Good. Big exhale with me. 2 more. Good. And then on your last breath, you're going to ever so gently and carefully bring your body back to neutral. Let's take a full body stretch. Reach it super long. Good. Exhale. Make your way to seated however you want to get there, or stay on your back for longer. You're practicing in a space that you choose to be in. Bring your hands to your heart, feeling grateful for the short time you gave to your body. As we bow forward, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Feel free to comment below and share the videos. And also, please make sure you're subscribed. Thanks, guys.